Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? I have 2 Nintendo watches, and I like this one because it's purple. Purple's my favorite color. So yeah, we're back to talking about more episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho with episodes 21 through 25. So let's get this thing started with the episode Yusuke's Sacrifice, which came out on July 6, 2002. With Kyoko running out of room to run and Yusuke's teammates unable to reach him, Suzuko and Yusuke's fight to the death continues unperturbed, each taxing himself to the blast of each in order to win. I'm gonna say this episode was pretty good in that I thought the fight scenes between Yusuke and the bad guy this episode were pretty cool. And especially when Yusuke goes beast mode.
Such power! Prism! Storm of torment!
That was pretty cool when he's just full of light and he's just like a white light is shining off him. Like he was just like saying, enough playing around and all that. It was pretty good. Let's look at number 22. Lamenting Beauty. April 3rd, 2003. Guinma sends Yusuke a cassette tape explaining his next mission, a rescue mission. An ice apparition named Yukina is being held and tortured by exploitive human criminals because of her tears turn into precious jewels. The thing that and that Kyobara, and especially that he goes like saying, oh, lovey-dovey, like saying when he first sees her, that is that he should probably know that Yukina is actually the sister of Hihei. So that's something that he should probably be careful of. Honestly, I think the friendship between Kyobara and Yusuke has at this point fully developed, and that they joke with each other and they got each other's backs. And honestly, I gotta say, what was Kyobara? What was he thinking when they were like watching the tape and he just saw her? Like, what is he thinking? Like, say, I am rescue on to my love, because he seemed to be fairly smitten. Maybe there was a music video going on.
Skies, sweet as apple pie. I can't help but shine.
Perhaps. So, number 23. The Tagora Brothers Gang. April 4th, 2003. With Yusuke, Kyobara, and Botan having unexpectedly gotten past the first demon guard, Kuzuko, like the head honcho boss, takes opportunity to increase his wealth by placing bets with 5 ultra-wealthy underworld associates on whether or not these youthful intruders will get past the remaining demons guarding his complex, knowing that the brothers will be his ace in the hole in the end. In this episode, the gang fight against multiple enemies like a spider demon, and that was a pretty quick fight sequence, but it was fun to see. Honestly, this episode is pretty great, and I feel like, say, Kyobara is the highlight of this episode. But when is his character not? He's just a joy, I feel like.
What in the world are you tying to your head?
The great fighting headband of love!
Right.
And all those guys there hate love! They want to try and keep me from my Yukina!
But the episode is both action-packed and has its fair share of humor at times. So, enjoyable. So, number 24, The Deadly Triad, April 5th, 2003. Yusuke and Kyobara take on Miyako and Kinoko and Kuniko Kumonaki, known as the Triad, as the underworld gamblers eagerly watch the outcome of their bets. So the fight scenes for this episode are pretty good, and let me tell you this. Yusuke, he seems to be an equal opportunity motherfucker, in that he doesn't seem to be a judge of, like, say, whatever you got going on, like, whether it's, like, you know, I don't know what.
It turns out our Mrs. is a mister.
Oh.
But how did you know?
Well, I really couldn't help but notice.
Wait a sec.
Okay, I admit it, I was curious. Things didn't seem right up top. And, well, you know, the family jewels have not been stolen.
And as the episode goes on, the gang eventually beat the triad until they eventually get to the brother, with the boss getting nervous about, like, saying, I'm going to lose everything, in a way. And that he's just, let's like say, because like one of the folks that are like, you know, betting on on all that is gonna say, I'm going to bet that the guys, you know, they get there first. And look at that last episode, which is episode 25, Kyubara vs. Fight of Love! April 6, 2003. The previous demons were handled with relative ease, but against the Togura brothers, Yusuke and Kyubara find themselves outmatched. The episode was great in the fight scenes in it for the Togura brothers. Fight together, like using each other as a defense mechanism, and that, like, say, one of them will be fighting while the other one can be used as a mallet or a shield in a way. And that's honestly pretty cool, like, you know, having each other's back, but using each other, like, to say, okay, turn into a hammer, turn into a shield. And it was pretty good. And also the fact that during this episode, like, Hihei is trying to get to his sister in as quickly as he can. And also in that Kyubara is able to see and exactly what the big head boss man had been doing to Yukina, in that he had been trying to, in a way, torture her. And yet this episode was really good. I did think it was pretty great in that Yusuke and Kyubara basically are able to defeat the brothers together. Like, say, Kyubara, like, you know, uses his sword, and then Yusuke fires his spear and gun at the same time. So it was awesome. And at the end of the episode, we have Hihei coming in to save the day, and also beating the bad guy. So this was a pretty good episode. Yeah, actually, all these were pretty good. See you next time.